Hi there, I'm Jo from So Creative in Petersfield in Hampshire, and today we're looking at the Janome M range, which we've got here the M200 QDC. So they start with the M50, then there's the M100, then the M200. So usually it's about the features within each machine. Other than that, they all look exactly the same. So with the M200, which is at the top of the range, it's got 200 stitches, but it also has other lovely features like the scissors function, which also is on the M100, and it has alphabet. So today I'm going to show you how to wind the bobbin, how to thread it up, and look at the various bits and pieces within this machine. And it's a machine that comes with everything. So it comes with extension table and all the various other feet. So we've got the walking foot. So these come as standard, and the darning foot, obviously a buttonhole foot, which is an automatic buttonhole as well. We've got various applique feet, a quarter inch foot, zipper foot, over edge foot, and blind hem stitch foot. So really there isn't much more that you need to add to your foot collection. Okay, so I'm going to start by winding a bobbin. So as with all decent machines, you need to use a decent thread. We're using Gutermann sew-all thread here. So we'll pop it onto the spool holder, and there's a variety of size thread holders it comes with, thread stoppers. And the next thing to do is to pop it through our bobbin tension, which is here. You actually slot it through the two metal discs there, and then we're going to thread our thread from the middle up through the little hole in the bobbin, like so. Pop the bobbin on and then click it over. It automatically knows that it's bobbin winding. I'm now just going to hold this thread for a couple of rotations just to get it going, and then I'm going to cut this thread so that I don't have to stand there holding it. Cut there, and then switch the speed control up a bit. Takes a little bit more thread when we're doing decorative stitches. So now I'm going to show you how to put the bobbin in. So this little black knob here, we push and pull it over to the right. The cover comes off, and then we're going to pop our bobbin in as a P for perfect, so it looks like a P. Put it down in there, and then there is where our tension slot is here, and we're just literally going to pull it and catch it underneath this at the same time, and it's caught into tension. We can then take it into the groove, and then we pull it over to the right and it cuts it. So that's it. We don't have to pull the bobbin thread up. Pop the bait case back on, and that's it. We're ready to thread. So we can now take it out of this bobbin winder. When we're not bobbin winding, we don't use that, but we take it back to number 1 here. So the thread goes behind there, down to number 2, up and around. And what we must make sure that we do is that our presser foot is in the upright position, so our tension discs are open. So up and around, and then scoot it round till it comes in through this take-up lever. Down we go. There's a little one at the bottom, and another one there above the needle, and then we're ready for our threading our needle. So this one has got a needle threader. I'm going to just double check that it's in the right place by pushing the needle down button and then the needle up button. That resets the needle into the right place. I'm going to bring the needle threader all the way down, and then we're going to make an L shape. We're going to hook it under this bit and then through the little metal bit sticking over to the right. I'm holding the thread slightly back, and then I'm going to lift this and then let go with this hand, and it creates a little loop at the back like so. I can then just pull, and that's it. This then goes through the centre of the foot and out the back to 12 o'clock. That's us threaded. So on this machine, we've got some everyday go-to buttons. So we've got a straight stitch button there, but as soon as we switch our machine on, it's going to be on straight stitch with needle in the middle position. We've also got a quick button for a zigzag, and you can see that's changed the stitch width and length, and an over edge stitch. And it also tells you here which foot to use. So on the over edge stitch, it's saying use foot C, which is the over edge foot, which is also foot C. And then we've got a go-to buttonhole, but of course we've got more than one buttonhole, and everything that we see here is on mode 1. So it started off in mode 1. I'm going to just take it back to a straight stitch. So let's just do a straight stitch to check our stitching. So press the foot down, I'll find a suitable speed, and off we go. So I can make it go a bit faster by using the speed control, and you'll see that it's stopped with needle down. That's great for pivoting, so I can now just lift and turn the corner. And what I could do now is just change to a zigzag. So I can go to a zigzag straight from here, push that, and now we have a zigzag stitch, which is a very fine zigzag stitch. So we're on stitch 7, and up here it says stitch 7, middle, and stitch 8 is to the right. So that's just the needle position of where it's going. So what I can do here now is just show you this scissors function. So it's stopped. If I push the scissors once, what happens is it brings the needle up and finishes the stitch. I can lift the presser foot and it's cut the thread. So that's a really lovely function that we love on any machine. Let's just go back to 7, which it's on. We can also change our stitch width and stitch length there. So if we notice that was quite a small zigzag, we can make that bigger by going wider and perhaps a little bit longer. And now, so it's the same stitch 7, which was this go-to button. But what we've got instead is a longer, wider zigzag. So you can change a lot of the stitches as well. But within this, we've got some beautiful decorative stitches. I really like some of these. In fact, I'm going to have a go at number 68 here, which looks like they'd be great quilting stitches or lovely stitches for decorating a t-shirt. So we know we're in mode 1 because the little light is showing here on the panel on 1. And I'll show you in a minute how to change it. But we know we're on 1, and I want to find stitch number 68. So all I have to do is go up to 60, 68. So this will give me that pattern. So if I push this stay stitch button now, what's going to happen? It will get to the end of the pattern and then stop, which is really nice, so you don't have to judge where your end of your pattern is. Press scissors. Oh, I really like that. That's really nice. So it's got some beautiful decorative stitches, but that's all in mode 1. But let's have a look at mode 2. So actually, if we flick this over, we'll see here mode 2, and there's another load of lovely decorative stitches. So here's our mode button. Push the mode button. It's now gone to mode 2. So let's just say that I wanted to, oh gosh, loads, so many. Do the, I don't know, number 74, that looks pretty. That's like a little leaf. So I can come down to the 70s and then up to 4. So I'm going to give that one a go. Again, I'm going to let it run for a little while, and then I'm going to press my stay stitch button. So that's come to the end. Oh, that's very pretty. So as I see, we've got lots of decorative stitches. We've also got a mode for alphabet. So let's spin it back round again to our standard mode A alphabet. And to do the alphabet, we're going to just push the mode again to bring it down to our standard alphabet. Now we've got numbers, we've got caps, and we've got lowercase on this, as well as some little decorative bits to put into whatever you're going to write. So let's just write something out, and it will memorize up to 40 different letters or little spaces or what have you. So we're on A for alphabet, and let's just write sew or sewing. So we poke in for the S, 28, and then press memory. And you'll see there that it's saying it's remembered one letter. And if we had another S to do, we could just press memory again, but we don't. We're going to put in an E for 14. So whilst it's flashing, I can then just go to 14 and press memory, and it's telling us that the second letter has been counted. And then W is 32. So there we are, and then memory. And then we've got a little space. So we've got spaces on 87, 88, 89. So that's a small space, medium space, big space. So we'll do a medium space, which is 88. And memory. And then perhaps put a little heart in there, which is 86. Memory. So what I can also tell it to do is to memorize a cut. So to get to the end of this, and then just cut it as well. So if we put in the memory scissors and memory, and that's it, we're good to go. So this is a good opportunity to use our start stop button here. So if we take out our foot pedal, I've got my press the foot down. It's telling us to use foot F. Actually, I can do that. Let's just change our foot. So this is an open toe applique, which is actually the F2, but I'm going to push the foot off. It's the A foot, and put on the F foot. So this is a special foot for applique. Pop that down, and then I can just press start stop. See, it's automatically cut it as well, which is lovely. So there we are, we've got sew and the little hearts, which is really quite cute. So that's basically it. That's a quick roundup of the M200 QDC. Comes with the extension table as well, which slots in here at the side, which I don't have with me handy, but that gives you a really lovely space as well. So today we've been reviewing the Janome M200 QDC, which I think is a really lovely little machine, also really pretty. If you'd like to come and have a play, then come down and see us in Petersfield in Hampshire. Thank you, bye-bye.